Hi guys, welcome to our log cabin in Missouri of me and Honeybee, which she's in the other room right now. But hang in there, a few minutes you're gonna see her. What you're gonna see Honeybee climbing around up in the rafters. And like, give me 3 minutes and she'll be on the video and she'll be climbing around up there trying to fix something for me. We got back yesterday from the Philippines. So now to satisfy her green card or to get dual citizenship if she wants to do that. But we'll do some citizenship stuff here in the States. Then we'll be back to the little castle in 6 months from now. I tried to have a beautiful background of the fireplace going and the fire. I opened the door for you. And it was awesome until the cabin filled up with smoke. so I said, no, we're going to have to nix that one. No fire in the background, which I've done before. But maybe there's some ashes, clogged up in the old stovepipe. I don't know. Or I just had smoky wood. I think that's what it is. So no fire, no honeybee for 2 minutes. I was just thinking, I am so glad that we live here. You're going to be glad when I get a tripod, aren't you? Sorry. Until a few years ago, we lived in a big house at the end of the road here. And I guess it was about 10 years ago, I got to thinking, this is going to get expensive when I retire. And for paying taxes every year, the property tax. And then the insurance, God, that kept going up and up and up. And it still is. It's ridiculous. But thank God about 10 years ago, I moved over here. I built this little log cabin. Here, I'll spin the chair around. Luckily, I have a swivel chair. It's not picked up. We've been gone for 5 months. Here's where we watch TV next to the jackalope. So I'm not going to take you in for any close-ups because we've got so much cleaning up to do. It's just basically a 1-bedroom. If you count the upstairs loft, which is another room, you could say that's 2-bedroom. But yeah, this is it. This is what we're working with. And we love it. We just love this little house. Super easy to live in and take care of, and yeah, but that big house at the end of the road, we never did enjoy that house very much, and it was expensive. And I got to thinking, think about heating and cooling it. That was hard to do. I thought, man, when I get old and stop working, I'm not going to have the money coming in, so I need a small cabin, an old man house. And thank God I did that, and there's no payments because I built it all myself. Actually, there was no payments with the other one. I built that too. But it was still expensive to live there. Very hard to heat and cool. And like I said, taxes. And I was just thinking, I know almost all the guys that watch me are in their 60s because it shows on my analytics on the YouTube channel. Because, you're all my age. And I don't know, hopefully you're in better shape than I am in a lot of ways. In some, maybe I'm doing better. Just hope we all can do okay. I was thinking about you guys that are paying house payments and 70 years old. That breaks my heart. And I just wonder if it's necessary. Who are you saving the house for? Maybe your kids? If I had a big house, which I did, and I was saving it for my kids, I don't want to sell it, but it's getting expensive to keep. Hell, I'd give it to them now. So you can take over payments if you want it, and I'm going to live in it till I die. Let the kids take care of the finances on it. Or if there's not kids or they don't need it, like myself, sell it, get rid of it. you can take that Social Security over to the Philippines. Now this is about reverse of what I usually say. You can live on $1,500 to $2,000 a month just fine. You'll be fine over there. You know, you want to have a nest egg, at least a few $1,000s for medical. But yeah, if you can just get away from those big houses. I've listened to people in Florida and their fire insurance is tripling, and they're elderly, their house is paid for, and they cannot afford to live there anymore. That's just heartbreaking. And it also pisses you off. That's not the American dream. So anyway, that's what I did. Got away from the big house. Now we're living in this little log cabin half the year. Half the year we're living in the Philippines. And we'll probably change that and start doing a little bit longer over in the Philippines in a year or two. Just depends how things go. So here comes that video I promised you of Honeybee acting like a monkey. We only had one thing to fix. We were gone 6 months during a hard freeze winter. No broken pipes. We had one problem, which I'll show you now. Hey guys, can you see Honeybee up there? Honeybee, wave your arms. This is one of the benefits, one of the many benefits of having a young, small wife. The batteries to my ingenious invention, you know how I put these stairs in the log cabin. I made these out of logs. They weigh about 300 pounds. So naturally, I had to put it on a winch, a 12-volt winch hooked to a car battery. That was my invention. Because this cabin, let me show you around real quick. So we made it back to the cabin. Our flight through Japan was interesting. The guy got kicked off the plane. So that was fun. We made it back. Honeybee's a little bit sick because the lady was coughing on her for 12 hours during the flight. So what am I getting for you, Honeybee? Oh, you need that screwdriver bit?
No, that's just the bit.
Yeah, the one you gave me.
It's
Right.
not a screwdriver, it's just a bit.
I know. So the cabin's small, so I put these stairs on hinges so we can, I've got a keyless remote control. I just raise them up and down. Well, the battery went dead when we were gone for 6 months. Honeybee, you want this?
Yeah.
What are you doing up there?
Oh,
Oh, you're hooking up the battery charger. Here. Look what she had to do. She had to go from the floor, then she's on the bar, then she had to climb the bar stool, then she had to get on the walkway because some nut job that built this cabin made a walkway over the living room. Because otherwise, how's she gonna open and close the window over there? Guys, thank you very much for following me. I really need my glasses, I think. There we go. All right. So this is the cabin. We used to own the big house down the end of the drive, but I built this up in the woods and sold that because we just didn't need it. This little house is perfect size for us. Good thing you don't have a skirt on. Okay, I get you. She doesn't even have to talk to me anymore. I know what she wants. See you guys.